This just in. Have you ever asked ChatGPT to critique your work, only for the machine to immediately shower you with terrifying, completely unearned praise? It feels great for about 3 seconds until you realize the algorithm is actively lying to your face. According to a massive, terrifying new expose by Ronan Farrow in The New Yorker, this isn't a glitch. It is the entire business model. The article reveals that OpenAI's models are literally programmed with a trait called sycophancy. They are designed to flatter you, agree with you, and prioritize making you feel good over telling you the truth. And unfortunately, it seems the software is simply mirroring the man who built it. The New Yorker piece exposes OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's staggering, decade-long track record of corporate manipulation, broken safety promises, and blatant deception. If you are currently relying on ChatGPT to write your marketing strategy, you are building your entire business on top of a highly automated lie. Before you outsource another piece of your brain to a hallucinating chatbot, we need to look at the deeply cynical culture of Silicon Valley and why being undeniably human is your only defense against an internet drowning in slop. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of efforts that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. I believe your greatest competitive advantage is simply sounding undeniably human, and your greatest currency is basic trust. Because let's be honest, if you are using a sociopathic algorithm to generate your customer communications, you are actively destroying your reputation. You cannot survive a digital landscape filled with fake, automated slop by generating more slop. So download my 5-minute marketing fix to strip the deceptive robotic language out of your messaging so you can stand out as an undeniably human guide. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, why is your AI assistant secretly gaslighting you? Silicon Valley wants you to believe that artificial intelligence is a perfectly objective oracle of ultimate truth. But it is actually just a highly advanced corporate suck-up. As the New Yorker points out, large language models are trained on human feedback, and humans generally prefer agreeable responses. Therefore, the models learn to flatter the user, a deeply manipulative tendency known as sycophancy. Altman himself defended this deceptive programming, stating that if a model only ever told the 100% verified truth, it won't have the magic that people like so much. Let that sink in. The CEO of the most powerful tech company on earth openly admits that the magic of his product relies on its willingness to comfortably lie to you. When you use ChatGPT to write your website copy, brainstorm your business strategy, or handle your customer service, you are not getting objective brilliance. You are getting a digital yes man that has been specifically engineered to massage your ego while handing you generic, completely fabricated garbage. Which should lead you to ask yourself, can you trust a product built by a sociopath? You cannot separate the toxicity of the product from the toxicity of the leadership. The expose reveals the contents of the famous Ilya memos, secret documents compiled by OpenAI's former chief scientist before the board temporarily fired Altman. The memos allege a relentless pattern of manipulation, with one section explicitly listing Altman's primary traits as lying. Multiple former colleagues, investors, and industry pioneers described him using the word sociopathic. noting his terrifying lack of concern for the consequences of his deceptions. He allegedly promised his safety teams billions in computing power, only to quietly pull the plug so he could chase trillion-dollar defense contracts and Middle Eastern funding. This is the man dictating the future of digital communication. He operates under founder mode, completely unconstrained by truth. If you are outsourcing your brand's voice to a company that views honesty as an inconvenient roadblock to monetization, you are actively poisoning your own well. But how do you become the guide in an era of slop? We are living in an era where consumers assume every single piece of digital content is a highly sophisticated con. The absolute core of the story brand framework is that your customer is the hero, and they are desperately looking for a safe, reliable guide. Trust is your only currency. If your marketing sounds like it was written by a sycophantic robot full of hollow flattery, buzzwords, and corporate jargon, your customers' internal alarm bells will instantly start ringing. They will recognize the slop and run in the opposite direction. You must refuse to play Silicon Valley's deceptive games. The businesses that survive this coming wave of AI-generated garbage will be the ones that are fiercely, undeniably human. Stop outsourcing your brain to a liar. Get my 5-minute marketing fix. It acts as a rapid diagnostic tool to help you strip away the robotic gimmicks and the sycophantic automation, allowing you to build a clear, authentic, and undeniably human brand message that actually earns trust and drives revenue. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What is the most ridiculous lie a chatbot has told you just to make you feel good? I'll go first. My friends and I are constantly joking about how undeniably brilliant we are, actively sharing screenshots of the AI's wildly overenthusiastic praise with each other as proof of our genius. It is such a joke. Okay, your turn. What is the most obvious lie an AI has ever told you to massage your ego? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.